Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm just out here in the workshop. Zachary and Samantha, they get married coming up here this coming May, and I have to make 32 of these wooden rounds here. A lot of them are actually cut-offs from a log. Some of them are just, those are used for templates and they're cut out of different boards. And I have to have one for each table at the reception. So I've just about got these finished now as far as the staining goes. I have these 5 right here left to go. 3 of these are ash, which is a real hardwood, and 2 of them here are pine. And I wanted to show you the way that I kind of spruce up the pine, for lack of a better term, I guess, so you can see the grain a little bit better. When you go through and you stain the ash, it's such a hard wood. You know, it soaks in on part of it, but not a whole lot on the rest of it. So when you get done like this, you end up with a nice grain that you can see. I still do the face of it in a dark stain, and then I go ahead and do this at first in a lighter stain because this is much more porous and it soaks in more. And then once you've got the lighter stain on there, then I go over it with a dark one to kind of match it in. And there's not as many pores to fill up with the dark stuff, so it just ends up darkening it a little bit. When I'm doing the pine ones, if I were to come in and do the dark stain, and I just sanded a piece of this just to clean it up a little bit because this isn't one of them that I'm using. It's too thick. But if I come in with the dark, it ends up way too dark. It's just too much. It doesn't match in with any of the other stuff. So what I do on this is I come on with the light stain like I do on the corners or the sides. This is one way to do it here. And then once again I can come in and hit it with some of the darker just to kind of darken it up a little bit and even it out. It looks much better this way. But with the pine, if we come in and burn this in, since pine is so porous, once you run the flame on it, it just darkens the, I don't know, the softer, not the hard parts. You can really see those rings. If I try to do that same thing on the ash, it's so hard that it'll burn the wood, but it almost ends up looking like you spray painted it. It doesn't give the complete difference in it. I mean, if you hit it lightly, you can get it a little bit, but it's real easy to go too much. And if you try to do the sides, it looks like you know, might as well take some black spray paint and just spray some little dots on there. But now by doing that, it gives me a little bit more darkness. And I can come in with a light stain to even everything out, and it just looks like you can really see the grain good in this, I call it a round or whatever, the end cut of a log. And you can still come in with some real dark and go over it, but you just want to be light because it doesn't take much for it all to kind of blend together. I just use the second color so that it matches, since all of the harder wood is done in this dark. I need to carry the two colors together for all of them. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I just wanted to kind of share that little trick. Pretty easy to do. It works pretty good. 32 of them all stained and drying. They all need 3 coats of high gloss poly and they will be done. I'll see you guys on the next video. I will do the follow-up dovetail box video within the next 2 days.